So hello guys, this is day number 184 of our daily English speaking challenge, and in today's video we are gonna talk about the overestimation of the Dagestani fighters that people used to have, like whoever watched the UFC, especially the Muslims of India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, especially these Muslims try to overestimate the fighters from Rajasthan, and I mean, they even overestimate the fighters who have been playing in the UFC long time ago, but now they have retired long time. Then still also they keep them on a pedestal just because they haven't had a loss. The guy I'm talking about is Khabib Nurmagomedov. Of course, he was a great fighter. He was a champion. He was a champion and he defended his belt multiple times. But the thing is, the competition in his era was not very great. He actually got retired in 2020 since his father died due to COVID-19. But the thing is, he just got retired at 29-0 record after defending his title against Justin Gaethje. But the thing is, people may see the record of 29-0. They may see and they may think that he have won 29 fights, but and lost 0 fights. But in reality, this is not true. He have only fought 13 fights in the UFC, and the initial 16 fights of the Khabib Nurmagomedov was against local fighters who literally had MMA record of like 0-1, 0-2, 1-3, 1-3, like that. You can just search on Google and you will get to know about the MMA records of the initial 16 fighters. None of the initial 16 fighters had more win than loss. They all had high amount of loss than their win, and literally like multiple of those opponents were literally at 0 wins and 3 or 4 losses. I mean, he had literally selectively chosen such opponents with very bad MMA records to just build his initial very good MMA record. So that's how he just got 16 MMA wins by just fighting trash cans. Then after that he came to UFC. Then the initial few fights in the UFC of Khabib Nurmagomedov was not very great. Actually, in second fight, he actually struggled against Tibau. So most of the fighters, most of the viewers and even the judges of that match even thought that Tibau is going to win by decision. But the thing is, the judges actually made Khabib win, since at the time that was the second match in the octagon in the UFC of Khabib, and at the time the record was 18-0. If that, the initial record was 17-0. So the organizers may have thought that this guy has some kind of crazy record of 17-0, so that's why they should keep his legacy alive. Since that's the reason, they just gifted that match to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Otherwise, if you just think it objectively and if you just see that match without any bias, just being a neutral person, then you would definitely say that Khabib literally lost that match, and he attempted numerical, very high amount of takedowns on Tibau, but none of them were successful. And even Tibau attempted few takedowns, and some of them were successful against Khabib. So I don't see any reason why they made Tibau. I literally don't see any reason why Tibau lost that match. And after that, you can't literally. So among those 29 wins of the Khabib, only the last 5 fighters the Khabib fought were some kind of good fighters, but before that none of them were very good fighters, and none of them had a very good MMA record while fighting with Khabib. And literally the thing is, just because he just fought 5 good fighters in his entire MMA career, then how can you put that person as an MMA GOAT? Like many people, like many casual MMA fans, you may ask this question that who is your favorite MMA fighter, or who is the greatest of all time in MMA or UFC? Then like most of these Muslim MMA casual fans will definitely answer it by saying that Khabib Nurmagomedov is their favorite and greatest of all time UFC fighter. But the thing is, you know, I also know that just by beating 5 great fighters in their last, in his last 5 matches, you can say that those 5 were just good MMA fighters. Other than that, the initial record of 24-0, this much record he had literally built by just beating trash cans, which is no significance in the GOAT tier list. So I literally can't see why the hell people are assuming that Khabib is a GOAT. They just assume that he has to win 29 fights in UFC, but that's not true. Most of them don't even know that he had only played 13 fights in UFC, and among those 13 fights, only 5 fights were just decently good fighters. Other than that, the 8 fighters among those were also trash cans. So, and remaining is the Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is at the 28-1 record in the UFC, and he had suffered 1 loss in 2015, which is 11 years back. But the thing is, now Islam Makhachev is at the highest win streak ever in UFC, as he is at the 16-fight win streak, and if he wins his next match against Ian Gary on 15th of August 2026, then definitely he will be the person with the highest win streak in UFC. Then I can put Islam Makhachev way above Khabib's level, since Khabib have only fought in lightweight division, while Islam actually went to welterweight division to chase the double champion glory. So and in addition to that, Islam has the highest match win streak, so that also counts. So in future, if Islam wins his next match against Ian Gary, then definitely he will be one of the GOATs. But definitely you can't compare him to Khabib. Like, people just treat Khabib as some kind of god or something, but no, man, he just a mortal, he just a human, and he have just played in one single division, and in that single division he just fought with 5 decently good fighters. Other than that, he has nothing in his MMA record. Literally, I think Justin Gaethje till now has literally surpassed Khabib's resume. And if you disagree from my opinion, then just comment down below and I will be available in your replies. And tomorrow we will meet again in another video, which will be our 185 video. Okay, so that's it for this video, and we'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.